Hi there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for Simple Stories Saturdays. And for this layout I'm using the Just Beachy collection by Simple Stories. I've got quite a lot of it left, and in particular I'm going to use this tag paper. Just reviewing what papers I've got for the background, and I've cut my white cardstock to 11 inches square. Off camera I've trimmed the tag paper into all the individual tags, and the plan is I'm going to try and arrange a load of them around in a square formation. So while I get while my hands are busy trying to figure out how I want them to look, ever since I joined Simple Stories Saturdays, I've been looking at ways to use the tags. I love the fact they have them in all of their collections, but I feel like there's only so many ways you can use them. So I'm always looking for something new, and I saw something similar on Pinterest. Unfortunately, I can't find it again now to figure out who it was from, but they did a very similar layout of their tags. So that's where the inspiration came from. So the idea is there's going to be a square in the center, and I've cut the pink to 8 inches. And the idea is the tags are going to peek out around it as a border. Now, not all the tags are in colorways that I want to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the tags as templates to cut some of my own tags a bit later on. But on top of the pink, I'm also going to add some more layers. So the spotty one there, that is 3 3/4 inch square. So that actually, when I start to lay down my embellishments and my photographs, you've got various layers, and I do love a layer in a layout. So I'm just going through the ephemera that I've got, and I'm picking out things that are in various shades of pinks and blues. Not totally exclusive, excuse me, but that's the main shades that I want to use on this layout. So I'm just having a good rummage. Now this collection is, I think, from last summer, and I bought it and I wasn't sure, and I have made only a couple of layouts from it, and actually the more I look at it, the more I really like it. I don't know why I wasn't sure about it last year, but it's on my list of things that I'm going to use up. So I'm also looking at the chipboard there. I just pick off the sticky backing so that it doesn't stick somewhere untoward, and I can move it around. And I look at the radio, and there's a couple of cameras on there as well. See, I've still got all the sticker sheet. I think it's literally not even missing any stickers. So I need to start to get this in my album. So I've got some scraps there. We're only using the tag end of the tags. So I'm going to punch the holes in them. And some of them, if they are good colours for me, both ends, I'm going to trim them and make them shorter and make a tag from the other end. So then I can replace some of them that I like the colours on less, if that makes sense. And I'm going to work my way around this layout doing that. This is also a good way to use up lots of scraps. I'm still not sure of the background colour. I've gone with the hot pink there. That's not the final colour, but that doesn't matter either, because if you've watched me before, I don't stick anything down this early. I'm too busy still thinking, and it will be a long time before I get things stuck down. So I'm definitely keeping some of the multicoloured crosses, and I think there's some polka dots there around the edge. That hot pink tag actually doesn't make it in the final cut, but I'm definitely using scraps, and the other ends of them I make plenty of them of my own. This would be great for like a Christmassy layout or a wintry layout. You could use this design for so many different Simple Stories collections. So I'm really pleased that I saw this online, and this sort of way of using up the tags. You also might have noticed that I've got no photographs yet. I am going to add 2 photographs. At this stage I hadn't even printed them. I just wanted to check what size, and because I print my own photographs, I wanted to wait until I didn't want to waste any photo paper really, so I just wanted to wait until I was sure what size I wanted to print. So I'm still making more tags. I have cleared the desk a little bit because I feel like I've got enough ephemera that's in the right colorways that I'm going to have plenty to add once I start to add the photos. I also want to add a little bit of journaling. It's one of the things I'm trying to do a bit more of this year. So there's definitely enough going on. So I'm just trimming and hole punching these tags. Now it's not an ad, but I do love this We Are Memory Keepers multi-punch. I would say it's a bit weighty in your hand, so it's something to bear in mind. But it's literally my go-to punch, and it seems to fit the tags of Simple Stories perfectly. So I do use that, and it does appear in my videos quite a bit. So I'm just finishing up with the tags. I'm also going to then bring in a smaller punch, which punches the rings that go around the holes. I'm sure it's got a name. I think it used to be something like a hole reinforcer, or I have no idea. I used to buy them on strips from the stationers. I'm now aging myself. Anyway, this checkered paper, like quilted paper, is perfect. So it means that I can print them out, punch them out. Basically, I want the tags that I've made to look like Simple Stories tags. So I'm just adding that different colour around each of them using that punch. And I think it makes them look much more realistic. Also, if you find a tag you really like, but the actual enforcer isn't the right colour, just punch one and change it. And I think it makes all the difference. So while my hands are busy and I'm just checking all my tags and getting them into position, if you haven't joined us at Simple Stories Saturdays before, welcome. Basically, once a month, a group of us all design with different Simple Stories collections, and the idea is to get that collection into your album. That is the key for scrapbooking. It's recording your memories and having them there for the future. So Simple Stories has made so many lovely collections. We want you to get them actually into your album. You'll also find that we're all very different designers, so you'll find that we're using these collections in lots of different ways. So have a look down. I'll list everybody that's in the YouTube hop, and there's lots of inspiration to be had. Also, this has been going for quite some time, so you'll find lots of back videos. If you've got some older collections that you would like to use up, do look through some of the older YouTube videos. So now I'm getting a little bit more serious. I'm bringing in some of the embellishments, and I've brought my guillotine in, and I've just measured up the spotty one there. I'm going to add 2 of this wavy blue squares to the pink background, and they are 3 3/4 inch. And I'm going to use that So Cool as the title there, and I've added a little bit of a pool embellishment behind it, and that is where I'm going to add my journaling when I get that far. So I'm liking this already. The tags are all in place, and now it's looking at embellishing those squares. So I'm just starting to see what embellishments that I want to use. I start them adding them to that top right, but then I'm going to move them actually over and have maybe them diagonal. This is when I really should have gone and printed the photographs, which I will do shortly. And I'm going to add, I really like that lilo, and I'm going to use some pool photos. And there's a radio there, and there's a camera, and that sign that says summer is really cute as well. I'm hoping that I can get that in. But I think a real cluster of embellishments there. There's lots of really nice summary bits in this collection, and actually I could literally pile a load on to that top left square, which is essentially what I do in the end. So I've got So Cool in the bottom right. I'm going to write hot, hot, hot in the left. That's the towel there. That also fits the colourways. I'm going to add that in as well. I think to sit the title on up there. Oh, that. I'm just having a look what else there are. There's like enamel dots, and I've got stickers as well, and I don't like to miss anything. And I brought in a couple of photographs. Now, these photographs were taken in Cambodia, and that's not what you imagine. Well, it's not what I imagine when I look at these. We stayed in a really lovely boutique hotel for a couple of nights whilst on a tour, and this had an outdoor like oasis pool. This pool is surrounded by tropical trees and sunbeds, and it was very warm, and it was absolutely the perfect way to unwind after a day exploring. And we were in it as much as we could while we were there, and managed to get a few photos while we were there. I'm really pleased with now how this is looking. I think it's I'm not far off. I've added as many embellishments as I can, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it together off camera, and there it is, all the tags. They're flat underneath the square, and then they're raised up around the edge with foam. And then I put the square in the center on foam as well. I do like a bit of dimension on my layouts if you've watched me before. So it's not completely flat. That's not what I prefer. And I decided to ditch the pink, and I've gone with this blue. So I changed the tags to match that. So this is my finished layout. I hope it inspires you. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Check out all the other guys in the hop. Here's the finished layout and some close-ups too. So thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you here again soon. This was Sheena for Simple Stories Saturdays. Bye for now.